Hi, this is Elizabeth, and this is going to be a video about my Custom American Girl historical characters that I've made. I have four of them. For a long time, I've only had this one, but I wanted to make more. In the past year, I've had three. um, so it's picked up pace, and I still want to make more in the future, so when those come into existence, I will definitely make another video sharing them. My characters, three out of four, are filling in the gaps in some places in time and interesting historical things that American Girl has not covered yet. Um, I'm going to start with my first one. This is Winifred. She is, for the doll, she is a Nikki doll who she was a Girl of the Year some years ago, and I got her inexpensively on eBay and wanted to turn her into a historical character. Um, she is a doll who is an immigrant during the Great Famine in Ireland. Um, Her family came over in 1847, and much of her story deals with indentured servitude and things like that. I really love her outfit. I think it's fantastic. um, Her dress here was from a stuffed animal, and I adapted it to fit an American Girl, and an apron that was also from a stuffed animal, and then I made her shawl, and I found this bonnet at a thrift store. She's a very shy character, but she's got a lot in her head. She's very observant and kind of snarky in her head, but most people wouldn't think so because she is very quiet and she just wants to make friends a lot of the time. I think she's great. I love her a lot. Mwah. And I'm going to do them in order of when I've had them. Next is Jessamine. I made her over the summer, kind of late summer. And she is one of my favorite dolls now. She was a Pleasant Company Samantha doll who my mom got at a yard sale. And her story is in the Great Depression. So she's the one that is a part of history that America already has covered, but I wanted a different story. Kit's nice though. Kit's nice. And she is very heavily inspired by the book Moon Over Manifest, which is my favorite book. So, in a direct thing from that, she lives in Kansas in 1936, and her family lives on a farm. Her story deals with, of course, the Depression while living on a farm during a drought, as well as her father has died, and her mother is remarried, and her trying to deal with that. I love her a lot. I made this purse for her, and she's wearing Kit's birthday dress, which I bought recently. I love it so much. It's perfect for her. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Her personality. That's important. She has a lot of personality, I think. She tends to be quiet for most of the story, but that's because she's got a lot on her mind. She really loves reading. She really likes the book Alice in Wonderland, and Through the Looking Glass. That's probably her favorite book. But she loves reading a lot. She likes hanging out with the farm animals and playing in the woods. And she has a little sister named Abigail, who I could have included in this video. She's not an American Girl doll, but is a porcelain doll that got given to me recently, but I didn't. Next is Nina. Oh goodness, I need to brush her hair. Nina was an Ivy doll that my sister had that she didn't want anymore and gave to me. I painted a port wine stain on her face. Yeah, because I think birthmark and other facial differences are important to be represented. her story is in the 1830s in Texas during, war surrounding Texas, whether it's going to be part of Mexico or part of the United States or its own thing. She is an Asian Latina character, because I think that's another important thing to represent. Sorry, my cat's doing stuff. Right now she's just wearing one of Josefina's dresses. I want to make her her own dresses, though, so she doesn't have to keep stealing Josefina's wardrobe. Her family does not have a lot of money, but she really loves gardening, which I'm not sure why those things had to correlate and how I said that. I just think she's the sweetest. Her story is probably the least developed, though, because shortly while I was working on her, I got my wonderful, wonderful doll, Coral, who I was saving up for and bought new from American Girl. She's Truly Me 85. Who I just adore her. Right now she's wearing one of Samantha's dresses because her dress that we're still working on isn't done. Coral is a girl living in Harlem during the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. I haven't decided an exact year yet. I also haven't decided an exact year for her. I love her so much. She's a semi-speaking autistic character because I also think, especially for me, that canon autistic representation is very, very important. And I'm not sure if that's something American Girl's ever going to cover, but that's okay because I can do it myself. Coral is a very, very special character to me already. She is kind of overwhelmed by living in a city, even though she's lived there for all her life. It's a very stressful sensory experience sometimes. But she likes the music. She just wishes it was a little quieter. Mostly during the Harlem Renaissance, she is a very big fan of poetry, and she reads a lot of poetry and wants to write her own poetry and is given hope that she can, even though autistic women like her aren't represented very much. Of course, at the time, she probably would not have been recognized as autistic, especially because she was a black girl. But she is noticeably, Hugo, mentally disabled and does not speak very much and can't speak very much. Hugo, get out. Come on. I made her a little pearl necklace and I put these ribbons in her hair. She's just the cutest. She's still wearing her Truly Me shoes, though. Hugo! So I hope you liked to meet my lovely characters. If you are interested in more American Girl videos before I have more historical custom characters, please let me know. Just a heads up, I am very critical of American Girl's actions as a brand, which I think any conscious consumer should be. But so when I do talk about American Girl in general, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. But anyway, if you liked this video, please comment. I like comments a lot. And tell me what you think of my girls. Hugo, he's sniffing Winifred. Okay, goodbye.